Welcome to Behind the Scrub, the podcast where we talk about real life of nursing students, the story, the struggles, the laughter, the real story, and everything in between. I remain your humble host, Anima Shankotija, and here with me is
I am Mary Sophia Flint. No, thank you.
okay, Miss Hayao. Please, could you tell us what influenced your decision in choosing nursing as a career?
Okay, I must say that's a very deep, funny question though.
Okay.
So I really did not have any passion for nursing.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
no passion. If I must be sincere, I think I'm just here for the funds, like for the funds associated with the profession, which in Nigeria, nothing, nothing is going on.
Yeah.
So, but gradually, like I just found out that okay, the profession is not as bad as I thought it was. So after going for several clinical postings and even classroom teachings and everything, I found out that okay, it's actually a profession about humanity. And I actually have a very deep sense for humanity in sense of caring and emotional intelligence, and also I just think all in all the nursing suits me and I suit nursing as well
So you found interest
in nursing
why
along the
along the line
yes,
there.
yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Of course.
Today we'll be talking about cervical cancer. It's a condition that develops quietly over time. But guess what? The good news is it is preventable when detected early. So I'll be handing over to Miss Hayao to dive deep into the condition cervical cancer.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I really appreciate I really appreciate your efforts
You're
and
welcome.
everything you have been doing on this podcast. I see you and I must say you are doing a wonderful job.
Aw, thank
And I
you.
sincerely want to thank you for giving this topic to me, cervical cancer, to talk about on, because as you all know, cervical cancer is a very, very important and very sensitive topic or illness within the community and the country, the world at large. And you know, in many rural areas, they don't get to hear or they don't get to be aware of the preventions of this cancer, which is the most effective way to prevent. Like, this is the most effective way not to even have cancer prevention itself. I'm really happy that we are doing this, and I really hope this video gets to the right audience, so that they can see it and learn from it.
Okay, Miss Hayao, please can you tell us what cervical cancer is?
Okay, for the sake of this video and the target audience that I really want this video to get to, I would just say cervical cancer is a type of cancer that affects the cervix. Now, what is the cervix? Where is the cervix? Where is it located? We are just hearing cervical cancer, cervical cancer. Where is the cervix? The cervix is the lower part of the uterus. In simple terms, the uterus is also known as the womb. So if you hear your womb, it's also the uterus. And it's the lower part that connects this uterus to the vagina. That is just the simple meaning of cervical cancer. And this cancer, it begins to develop at a very early stage, where the cells in the cervix grow abnormally and excessively. If it is not detected on time, it worsens. And this is where the very popular myth comes that says if you have cervical cancer, you are going to die or it's equal to death, which is not true. The only thing is that this cervical cancer, if it's detected very early on time, it is preventable. But if it is detected when it's already in the far end stage, there's every possibility of death. So just follow us more as we continue to dive in into the parts of cervical cancer.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Hayao, for shedding more light on what cervical cancer is.
Yeah, most welcome.
Oh, please can you tell us what are the causes of cervical cancer?
Okay, so cervical cancer actually is caused by a particular virus called human papilloma virus, also known as HPV for
Okay.
short. So, but there are risk factors that could actually cause cervical cancer, because before you can get this HPV, it's a transmittable virus. So these risk factors now they can predispose a person to having cervical cancer, especially the woman. You might not come up with cervical cancer, but definitely you are at a very high risk of having cervical cancer.
As a woman.
Yes, as a woman, because
Okay.
these risk factors they include early sexual activity. So early sexual activity is a very high risk for cervical cancer. For a person who is still, let's say, 13, 14, 15 years and is already exposed to sex, anybody, she can have sex with anybody. And this human papilloma virus is also in men. It's located in the genital area of either a man or a woman. So
Okay.
skin to skin contact, like when I mean skin to skin contact of the genital areas can cause this cervical cancer. So
Okay.
having sexual activity early is a very big risk factor for
For
cervical
cervical
cancer.
cancer.
Now, multiple partners, having multiple partners can predispose a person to cervical cancer. Imagine yourself, you have sex with 2 to 3 men or 3 to 4 men, you are at a very high risk of having cervical cancer because all these men they have different things within their body. So you never can tell the exact person that could give cervical cancer to you, that could transmit this human papilloma virus to you. Another cause of
Cervical.
Another risk factor, not
Okay.
cause of this cervical cancer is having a partner who has many partners. You might just have one partner you feel like you are faithful to, but you don't know that this your partner has so many other concubines
Hmm.
outside, and now they go around having sex with other people, then bring in the disease or this virus in them. Then you come innocent, you just have fun with your partner, as faithful as you are, you just contact this particular virus, which could actually be wiped away by the blood, or your body could actually find a way to fight it, or it could actually progress to cancer. Another risk factor for cervical cancer is weak immune system. Like I just said, sometimes in some cases where your partner has multiple partners and he transmits this human papilloma virus to you,
Mhm.
your body, if you have a very strong immune system, your body has a way of
Right.
fighting it and killing this particular virus. But when your immune system is weak, this virus overwhelms it, replicates within the blood, and before you know, it proceeds to changing the structure of the cells, causing cancer if not detected early. Another risk factor is smoking too. They always say smokers are liable to die young. They say smokers, like, smoking has a lot of negative effects in the body, negative impact. Smoking can change the cells of different organs within the body, which produces very very harmful functions for the body. Example is cancer, cervical cancer.
Miss Sophia, you said earlier that the HPV can be gotten from a partner, that's a male partner
Yes,
who has multiple partners. That
yes.
means men are carrier of this virus, HPV, human papilloma virus. What is the effect of the human papilloma virus on the men?
Okay. So you know that this HPV we said it
Mhm.
thrives very well in the cervix.
Okay.
And most men, they get this HPV at a point in their life and they might not know, because HPV, papilloma virus, does not have any serious effects on them.
Okay.
Their body just finds a way to destroy it. Their immune system finds a way to fight this particular virus out of their body. They don't have where it will thrive. But in some men where they have weak immune systems, they can come up with genital warts, all these
Okay.
small growths, benign growths you see, maybe at the penis, the scrotum, the anus, all these little warts. It can be a sign of this HPV, which might not even have any effect on them. In very rare cases, very, very rare cases, they might come out with penile cancer, but it is very rare, like maybe 5% of male population, like, or 3%. It's very, very rare for them. So basically, the HPV does not have most effect. So once they carry it and have sexual intercourse with their female partner, it is transferred to the female partner, and that is where human papilloma virus acts. And that